part of Louisville Metro's investment in community growth. We are dedicated to continuing its legacy of supporting the growth of Black-owned business and the entrepreneurial spirit in the West End. Our first speaker has led our city as mayor for over a decade, but his passion for and achievements in Louisville entrepreneurship go far beyond his tenure. It is my privilege to present the Honorable Mayor Greg Fisher.
Thank you, Darcy. Good morning, everybody. Today is a great day here in our city, especially with this celebration going on. It was just a little bit over a year ago when we were at Metro Hall to announce a partner that would receive Louisville Metro government funds to create an incubator to support Black and minority-owned businesses here in the great city of Louisville. And that incubator would prepare businesses for market disruptions like a global pandemic, which is hard to prepare for, and then help chart a path towards sustained growth. Any great business has got a plan. And the plan survives until you get punched in the nose the first day, and then you adjust your plan, but you gotta have a plan. So today now, we're standing in that incubator here a year later. The Well, created by SKS Accounting and Consulting Firm, and its owner, Keena Samuels. So great work, Keena. Let's give it up to her here. You ready to play that? That's great. We'll recognize your mom too. Your mom's over here looking good. So mom, good job. Let's give it up for Keena's mom. So as Mary, these are kind of the events you really like. Seeing something go from an idea to reality and knowing the positive ripple effects that it has throughout our entire community. You can see that by the number of people who showed up and certainly our graduates as well. Now, this is the problem that we face in America. In America, Black Americans own about 1/10 of the businesses they should own if they were normally represented in the population. So that's normal in America. So unfortunately here in Louisville, we are average. In other words, we have about 24% of our population is African American. But about 3% of our businesses are owned by African Americans. So a little bit over 10%, the national average, but still abysmally low, right? It should be 20%, 30%. It's not. That's why it's so important that we have programs like this to rectify these historical injustices. And why is it? You know, what I see in my business is that talent is equally spread, but opportunity is not. And so you have to ask in America why that is. And you'll notice there's some people in the country, and it's not a small number, that are pushing back, you know, just on our ability to recount history accurately. When you hear people say that they're against critical race theory, what they're really saying is they're against the truth. Critical truth theory is what I call it. Because that makes us stronger today if we can realize the injustices of the past so we can move past them. So when you think about why fewer businesses are owned by Black Americans than what they should be, it's the result of the systems that were in place. And our country, unfortunately, has a history of systemic racism, redlining, disinvestment, disenfranchisement. And so that's just the facts. That's not blaming anybody that some of the people that are against critical race theory say. And that's not so much what this is today. But what I want to focus on is you gotta tell the truth. And then you gotta adjust to the truth to make a better tomorrow for everybody. That's what America's supposed to be all about. So this is one example how we can do that by funding the creation of the Well and providing over $14 million for other initiatives specifically aimed at supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs. Louisville Metro government is attacking that challenge and increasing access to opportunities for Black entrepreneurs and business owners. So this work complements other efforts that we have done to revitalize West Louisville and support Black residents no matter where they live, no matter where they work. That includes about $1.5 billion now of public and private investment in West Louisville neighborhoods over the past 10 years. Projects like the redevelopment of Beecher Terrace, the new West Louisville Northern Hospital, the Northern Healthcare Sports and Learning Center, the expansion of Waterfront Park now from 9th to 14th Streets, those are the anchor investments we put around the Russell neighborhoods that are radiating into California, Shawnee, and others. It also includes millions in investments by Louisville Metro in workforce training programs like Code Louisville and SummerWorks, and more than $475 million of investment in affordable housing, eviction prevention, down payment assistance, home repairs, and support for our homeless population. It's almost $500 million there. So altogether, these investments create opportunities that lead to what? Generational wealth building for Black Louisvillians to help close the racial wealth gap. Again, another statistic. Black Americans have about 1/10 of the wealth of white Americans. Well, some would argue, I would argue, that most of the wealth of America was built on the back of Black Americans that were enslaved. Okay? So now here we are, many years later, with this statistic of 1/10. So it goes through redlining, the lack of home ownership. When you don't have home ownership, you don't have equity. When you don't have equity, it's hard to start a business. All of this stuff is linked together. And it's important that people understand this system. So that's why business creation is so important in our investment in it. So as I said, back in July 2021, SKS accounting and consulting firms' response to our request for proposals really stood out because they had identified gaps in the current small business resource ecosystem and had a solid plan for the well to fill those gaps. Kina obviously has the know-how, she's got the passion and the vision to make this incubator work, and she's found great people to help her, including Darcy Stolman, the Wells Program Administrator, and business mentors who are volunteering their time to help others find the same success that they've had and that they deserve. So I think it's an incredible way for a business owner to give back to the community. Share your knowledge. Share the scars that you've had, the ups and downs of it. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Use those downs to strengthen your muscles and share those with other people so their downs maybe won't be as down as yours and they'll have their strength that they can share with others. That's what we're here on the face of the earth to do. Make the world a better place by helping others. Now, as with most every Metro government initiative, this one is a result of partnerships. Not only with Kina and SKS, but also with Metro Council. The mayor's office is supposed to come up with ideas, come up with budgets, execute those things. The council then looks at the programs, they look at the budget, and they approve those budgets. So they're a big part, obviously, of what happens in this city. So we're joined here today by Council President David James, who's going to speak on behalf of the council, and we just happen to be in his district as well. So please welcome Council President David James.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And welcome to the 6th District. I want to first say that I'm really excited to be here, and I'm glad that the mayor took everything that I was going to say. But he's right. It takes a great partnership between the mayor's office and the council to make things like this happen. And it makes me very proud to see things like this happen because when I think about the conversations I have in my life about, well, how many contracts did Metro government give to Black businesses for X, Y, or Z? And that number is not always something we can be proud of. And the problem with that is we don't have a lot of Black businesses to give to. So having a place like this that can help incubate and grow entrepreneurship in West Louisville so that we can have those businesses is important for all the reasons that the mayor just mentioned. But one of the great things I get to do as the mayor, as the councilman, is I get to is to make proclamations and proclaim things. So, come on up here. I got something for you. All right. So we have a proclamation and that we're giving to you, and it says this. Louisville Metro Council, Louisville Metro Council, to whom these letters shall come, greetings. Know ye, the Louisville Metro Council hereby pays tribute to SKS accounting and consulting firms in recognition of launching the Well Incubator. And now, therefore, we resolve that the Louisville Metro Council will hereby confer and pay tribute to them by the way of this proclamation with all rights and responsibilities, and causing the seal of the letter of the Louisville Metro government to be hereunto affixed on this day of November, the 3rd of November, 2022. Congratulations. We're very proud of you, and I'm excited to see what you're going to do. All right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, President James. And I think you have to run off to another engagement. This is the way we give each other slack when it's got to go. So if you guys scoop, all right, let's hear it for our Metro County. Okay, now, we've got several people of the hour, obviously the graduates of the program, but I really want to thank Keena Samuel-Stiff for having the vision I talked about as well, but then also having like what's the right word, chutzpah, or, just kind of, we're going to go after, get after this thing. Because a lot of people sit around, they talk about the way things should be, but then there's some folks that talk about it and they do it as well. Especially as a business person, and just life in general, you want to be proactive, take control of your own destiny. And so Keena has really stood up and done that in so many different ways, and the creation, the vision for the well, bringing it into being like this, and now executing the first class. These are major milestones that you can't take for granted. And it takes wonderful leadership to make that happen. So please welcome Keena Samuel-Stiff, founder of SKS Accounting and Consulting Firm, and of course the well integrator. Keena.
So we finally made it. I just want to first thank everyone for joining us today. Mayor Fisher, Reverend Cosby, and President James had to leave, but thank you for that proclamation. We are so excited to be a nonprofit and here in the West Louisville first co-working space and incubator. So let's give everyone a round of applause that we made it and we're here. So the most exciting part is that I want you to take just a brief second and just look and comb around the room and see all of the assets that we have here on Dixie Highway. And I also want to share, as you're looking, everything that you see and everything that you're touching was created and developed and contracted by a Black or minority-owned business, an entrepreneur. So we did what we said we were going to do. We are super excited all the way down to putting the pair together. So we're super excited. I am proud of this beautiful facility in this location, trying to develop and understand that the need to build out and continue to build out this ecosystem that is long overdue. Yes, it has been a year, but one step at a time, one stroke of paint, everything that we need to do along with our team that we have developed as far as SKS and all of our sponsors, all of the coaches, and again, our inaugural students in June. We are striving and continue to grow, and we will still have so many more opportunities in terms of different programming that we have in the near future. Our mission of WELL is, again, surrounded by the source of water. The community, you have to be from a social hub, communities are always based around water, so it's very important. So it brings purity, serenity, you have to have water to live. And so that's why you have this ambiance here that is top-notch, this water that's actually constantly in the background, so this tranquil setting that you'll always have as you continue to work in your business. So you're going to come out of your homes now, you're going to be able to have an address that is a solid address that you can actually have your mail, your co-working space, your collaboration. So this whole unit may be 3,000 plus square feet, but we can make it into 10,000 square feet as a modular unit. So when you have events, when you have our conference room that's state of the art, everything that you want to use and need to grow your business and sustain and build every opportunity to collaborate with others in our community, you can do that here at the Well. So it's extremely important that you take the time to build on the small businesses that you think can't do it or don't have the opportunity, and by this co-working space being very affordable, it is going to be the opportunity for them to actually look and focus. And when you look up and they're trying to come up there with a desire or an idea, if you look up, they might say grit. That's why we strategically place even signage all around the room so they can have that power and strength to be successful and continue to build generational wealth. And in this community, we want to continue to build Black generational wealth because we want to grow and we want to sustain our businesses and get capital when we need capital. We're building our businesses and the students to make sure that they have the proper assets that they need to have, whether it be a pitch, whether it be your business performa, all your financials. So we are here today to be able to be that resource. So if they're working here at their incubator and have their head down and they're grinding out their business and they need a resource, they're going to come to the coordinator's desk where the coordinator will sit and they'll find that resource for you. They will actually meet here with you. So there's so many different things that we actually have in the works, and we're so proud that we started in June with a strong team of 12 entrepreneurs that basically felt they knew a lot of their business, but we basically were able to kind of polish and put them back out and basically grow them with awesome coaches. And we all sat in the class together. So I learned a lot of things too, but I'm just excited that we are here. We're taking just again each step for this vision, and I'm proud to just thank each and every one of you, from our staff to our sponsors to my husband, because he became a volunteer. He pretty much did a little bit of everything in here, so I appreciate that as well. But it's very important that everyone now plays a part. We're open, we're ready, we're looking for as far as the memberships, and it's just great that somebody can be down around the corner in the heart of the West End, being this first co-working and incubator collaborative effort to be able to just walk up the street and have this environment within their backyard and be able to be successful and grow their business and be able to share with their loved ones. So I thank you again. I also want to say at the end that I've been built by a warrior. And so my mother, she sits to my right today. Is that right? In the midst of us trying to build this business, you may have saw her on the news when we were all together. But she contracted COVID. She was gone for 10 months, but she kept telling me, keep going. I will be okay. Let's get the well open and keep going. My staff kept saying, keep going. So today, after 4 months to be on a ventilator, after 2 months lapse, my mother's here today and walking, and she's here to support us. Thank you to everybody you guys for supporting SKS. We would not be here, and my mother would not. The love of God, and God has healed her, and I watched a miracle happen. And in the same token, with this grant and us utilizing everything that we had, every dime that we had to put back in the community, I just want to thank you.
Are you ready to transform your organization? Chenault Solutions provides capacity building services for leaders and teams ranging from strategic planning, program evaluation, and organization management training. For more information, please visit http://chenault.solutions. Chenault Solutions.
If you do nothing else.
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 If you do nothing else.